Epilogue. Taste of Victory. Change the direction of our history. No more are we the puppets of nobles like over the oceans, resources to be exploited. We are at last free to dictate our fate. But I am deeply regretful that our victory came at such a cost. So, I beseech you, please give assistance to the unfortunate victims of this war. We did not anticipate these monsters escaping our control, or that Yalunzar might pay the price for it. We must bring security back to these lands and rebuild it even greater than before. That's not true, right? Lynn, you'd never be caught by such an amateurish mistake. Indeed, explaining it as a mistake is easier than the alternative. To use your automatons for war goes against everything you told me. Did Ellerie push you into this? Ellerie did not force me. It was my decision alone. Was it really? If she sets up all the circumstances for the decision and pressured you one way, is it really your decision? How could it not be my decision when its weight haunted my mind for so long? I didn't mean to sound accusatory, Lynn. I just want to know what's going on. It's just what needed to be done. Nothing more than that. I worry for you, man. Even if you thought it best, I don't want you to take the fall. You worry far too much, Pom. This should be time for you to relax. The war is over. If there's anything you need to get off of your chest, you know you'll always have my ear. Of course. I'm glad to have you. No. We're different. He cared not for the consequences, only himself. I did only what I had to. We're different. We have to be different. Mince, you've returned! Why wouldn't I be? You read my last letter, right? There's a difference between assurance on paper and in person. Besides, I was worried that given... It's nothing important. As a friend, I can only trust you did what you needed to. I needed to hear that. I trust that your adventures have been a great success? Like you wouldn't believe. How about we talk over lunch? I've got quite the tale to tell. Responsibility still calls during the middle of the day, unfortunately. How about over dinner instead? I'll make the best stew you ever tasted when you get back. That gives me a lot to look forward to. I'll see you soon. Should I have said something about Maurice? But if it causes problems with the quartermaster, maybe it's better for everyone to not know. Bask in glory. We've come so far from the chapter objective of kidnapped child. I assume we're going to get jump scared by 3 bajillion units. Anyways, before that, we should probably get our items in order, just in case there's anything we might want to buy here. Actually, before that, there is the matter of aged wine. Yeah, I'll just give that over to God. I believe she's due to hit a breakpoint pretty soon, so this will actually be quite helpful in the meantime. Other than that, we do have the bobbies, so we could also sell that off. We used the odd device back in the War Crimes map, so I think I should also sell that, just so we have a bit more funds to work with. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have a lot of stuff left over, huh? Yeah, I could sell this. Sell that. Sell that. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna need these funds a lot, so I might as well just get myself ready just in case. I don't know, but hold on, let me check the map. Maybe they have something in the store. I could use a few more umbrals, really. Rivian, where's the fucking armory? I thought this was an interlude. Come on, no, I need this for the final boss. Help me out here, man. Oh, we also have another one. Alright, let's go in Helson. Because that means Helson can actually, like, hit those strength and magic growths, so it's... Trust me, with enough levels, she's gonna start hitting hard. Yeah, it's just all according to plan, really. Anything else I need to watch out for? No, not really. Yeah, I know, I think that we've sold off pretty much everything. I'll double check. Maybe we can get some wind swords for Gecko, because she could really use some right about now. Just a double check of inventory. Okay, yeah. Just a double check, and I think we're pretty much good to go. Yeah, 20k, not bad, not bad. We should be able to buy a few things over here before we end things off. So let's get to it. Actually, wait, did I? Great, yeah, okay, now we're good to go. With Oriana's crew returning, it's a good idea to catch up on things. God Captain, Potato, and Chops can wait for whenever I'm ready. Ah, here we go. Let's go horizontally. I should have taken a leave of absence for illness. Then I could have been paid for doing nothing these past few months. And let the chief skin you alive? She's already onto your nonsense. It might slip through the cracks with how busy she's been. You look like you've slept through a sandstorm. It's been a rough couple of days. You can certainly say that again. We're working overtime to push out our own monsters as well as invaders. I thought they were great. Nothing like a multi-sided battle with big monsters to really up the stakes. If the world was destroyed by a meteor, you'd say, as to the excitement. Even when invading Anon, we avoided collateral damage. It's just difficult to feel great about this victory. I can't say I feel great about it, either, but it's not exactly our problem. Do you guys, I don't know, feel some kind of responsibility for this? Yalunzar was a thriving city just days ago, and now, after we're just rank and file. Granted, elite rank and file. Not much we can do but follow the gold. When the Reaper comes knocking, we have no need to answer the call. The chief in Lindros will, though. Well, the man's probably fine. He wasn't calling the shots. That's a little comfort. I've always lived by this principle. That there's no use worrying about something you can't fix. You don't worry about things you can fix either. It's true, but not relevant. There's little purpose to this dreary talk. I should go help with evacuation efforts. With how tired you look. Can't sleep all these past few nights. Better for me to get something done. This is not particularly my area, but I might as well help you out. Last thing I want to do is volunteer for more work, but fine, I'm in. Thanks, everyone. Let's go. Oh boy! Ramifications of our actions! Chosen One. I thought we were over this whole Chosen One thing like a year back. I am here to show, searching, found 17 matching results. Gratitude. I am here to show gratitude. For what? Not knowing how to swing a sword? If you accepted your purpose, I would have continued to deprecated procedures. You opened the window of opportunity for me to establish new directives. I have significantly expanded my database and available procedures. That's wonderful, and I'm happy for you. But why cooking, out of everything? Much like murder, it can be done as a chore to fulfill the bare minimum. Much like murder, at its higher level, it is an art form with no upper limit. I assume you lack the sense of taste, being a shiny metal device. Taste is merely a minor facet which can be calculated using external factors. I'll take your word for it. Does this mean you can give me a discount next time? Proposal considered, and rejected. That's as much as I deserve out of unearned gratitude. Don't push your luck, buddy. What to next? Dune, probably. Welcome back, Dune. I assume your services at the Crescent have been exemplary. It is always a pleasure to fight with strangers I care nothing for. I'm pleased to see Irinde has not fallen in my absence. That's probably why I hold the job. It was necessary for one of Irinde's best to supervise the danger of the Green Tide. I'm certain it was. Alright. Report to the guard captain. She'll get you updated on current matters. Now that's someone bad at hiding one's bitterness from one's superiors. Definitely an issue lying in wait, but it will require a deft hand to disarm. Oh, I'm sure there'll be no consequences whatsoever, Ellerie. Don't worry too much. Uncle, it's been so long. I don't think I've been properly thanked you for protecting me. Don't worry about it. It wasn't just selfless. What is there to gain from throwing yourself in danger? Against a sect, nonetheless. It wasn't just about you, it was about me, too. Mother and sister always saw me as the black sheep. I relish the chance to prove them wrong. I don't really care about any of that. You got me alive from that ambush. You're the best uncle I could ever have. I don't know how I could ever repay you. Believe it or not, you're already repaying me. Really? I haven't done anything. When I was at the tavern the other day, a few blokes went, "Hey, isn't that Cringer's uncle?" and actually bought me drinks. Well, it's just a few drinks. It's not just the drinks. People look at me totally differently. I'm no longer just that drunk guy. I'm the uncle to the newest big shot in town. It's pretty great. I had no idea I was so well known these days. I've just been helping out the chief where I can. If any of this fame goes to your head, well, you're a dragon. I guess it's fine. Thanks for the advice, Uncle. Although, maybe I can put it through with the chief to get you someone you want. Don't worry about it. I have a good work to pay ratio. There is something you can help me with, though. I'm more than happy to. So, old Bob's been cutting me off, even when I can close my tab. With you there, I think I can make a more convincing argument. Sure. Jesus Christ, Marlowe. Of all the fucking things. Still training, Gecko? There should be a time for relaxation. It's just a little more. I have to be better, so I can be more of use to you. Be more of use to me? The already classic sorts of the best of them. I know you favored me even when I had little to contribute. Just a little girl compared to the other hardened fighters. You saw potential in me. That's why it's not enough for me to be good, but to be better. I didn't realize I'd inadvertently put so much pressure on you. I can't simply detect potential. Then why have any interest in me at all? I was just Gecko. I saw too much of myself in you. We were both marked by the stigma of our birth. Both rejected by the people around us. Both sought escape from horrid origins. I had Rosetta at least, but you had no one. I wanted to be someone that could be there. Just as my child self needed someone. That's all there is to it? Then all this effort I put in. All I did to convince myself. Did I have any talent for the blade at all? Talent means nothing anymore, seeing how far you've come. What's there to worry about? You're right. I've come this far. Don't feel the need to push yourself so hard. Go talk to Krinya. I'm sure she wants to see you. Alright, Chief. Chief, you don't understand. I abhor violence. Hated killing. But I pushed through. For you. Because you must have seen something in me. And now you tell me I've set myself on this path for an idea that was all in my head? Oh god, I feel fucking horrible! Why did you give her Gale? Jesus Christ, Rivian. I feel fucking horrible now. No! Oh! Oh god. Awful. And that's how we killed a god. You killed a god? I can't imagine. I killed a god? I can't imagine doing something like that. He's obviously making up stuff to try and impress you. I'd have chosen a less obvious exaggeration. She totally was a god, turned into a dragon and everything. Doesn't mean I am a god. Let me finish! She was summoning like a million clones of herself. I'm sure there's some niche lost magic out there that could do that. Right, you know what I'm talking about. You can explain it better. If she says she's a god, has powers like a god, and all the monsters stopped after she died, that's basically a god? I believe you. Raylan would make up something like that. A little wounded at the implication that I would, but see? Ultra rare occasion. Raylan backing me up. I'm not backing you up. I'm acknowledging the facts. Fine. I guess that makes sense. Anyways, we're basically God Slayers. Cool stuff, right? We just won a war for the freedom of the Crescent. People win wars all the time. People don't kill gods all the time. If we're using your definition, then people clearly kill gods all the time, too. I'm feeling a little victimized. I suspect you're just envious of my skill with a I know your fucking weapon rank is like fucking B rank. Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. Lance wielders and the measuring competitions. Let's let these two dish it out. Okay. Hey, don't leave me with this dolt. At least I'm not a zombie lizard. Not dignifying that with an answer. What a week. Killing a god is hard work. Raker, it's only Wednesday. I'd be happy to get some downtime for the next job. Ray, you seem to have forgotten something. What? Our discussion last time doesn't matter because the sheer waters are disbanding. Oh yeah. That did happen. Damn. Who knew killing a god would be so bad for the job market? I'm all for spending our hard-earned savings and enjoying ourselves. But let's figure out a plan first. That's easy. It's always being a mercenary. Basically the same. Besides, the girls love a strapping young mercenary. No, they don't. Mercenaries reek of instability and irresponsibility. You just don't get it. What's more, not exactly a lucrative role with all the other adventures in it. No treasure to steal and tombs to loot. Alright, what better idea do you have? We made a pretty big haul the past years. We could invest that gold into land and oh god, is she becoming a landlord? Yo! Especially since it's the biggest settlement now and lots of people are coming in. We could hire enough people to run the place, maybe even coast off rental income. Oh my god, she's actually becoming a landlord. Yeah, you fucking do that shit, Raylan. Get that fucking dough. You just don't fucking get it, Reika. And become a leech of society? No, that's not what I said. It kinda sounds like it. I still think being a mercenary is more reliable. Do you know anything about buying land or running stores? No. But no one is born with that knowledge. I'm sure it can't be that hard. Yeah, there's no government yet. There's not going to be a lot of paperwork. It seems wild you'd want to take another career that risks your life. And so soon. I'm not risking my life if I don't... Alright, fucking adventurine. I'm not risking my life if I don't die. Bitch ass. Brother. Oh, I forgot to do... Hold on, how do I even do this? Hold on, whatever. Lilac it is. I'm not yet 20. I'm handsome and intelligent. I'm strong and healthy. I can turn my life around. I can make choices for myself. I can find my destiny. Oh, by Ulysses' name, who am I kidding? 16? You weren't at Uncle Spice's funeral. I don't care for those false faces and needless cacophony. But it was Uncle's funeral! How could you miss it for such a minor reason? It's pointless tradition. Whatever emotion I need to express, I'll do it alone. Now that Uncle is no more, it's up to me to look after you. Why? What do you mean, why? Because we're family. Nothing has caused me more pain than family. I don't need you. You don't need me either. It's not about need. It's about looking out for each other. You can't keep this up. What's that to you? You don't really know me. I said so as much last time. I'm just a creature in need of charity. A responsibility to be taken care of. Left to you by the uncle you revere. That's absolutely not what I mean. I just want to... You don't want to help because of me, but because of this illusory obligation. I care nothing for the John clan, nothing for your help. I am who I am. I think I've started off on the wrong foot. Let's talk again tomorrow. But as Pomelo, not John 14. I don't understand you. Why again? I think we can better understand each other. Give me another chance. Do you agree? Fine. Tomorrow. I shouldn't have pushed so hard. I forget what kind of life you had to experience before this. But I can still get this right. Alright, I guess we're going into that little corner first. Ellerie, have you seen the Arcsage around? No, and I don't imagine she's quite in the talking mood. What a incredible observation, my good perceptive chieftain. I've workshopped 10 different ways to try and explain myself, and all of them seem worthless. That sounds like an uphill battle. You have my best wishes. I'm going to need all your best wishes to get through this. Don't worry, Linus, you got this. How do you walk confidently through these streets, seeing the destruction you caused? How do you sleep soundly at night, knowing many shall never sleep again due to you? I may be unable to repay my debts, but how can you repay your debts to the world? When in Neelis' name did he get the curse stand up to me? I was so baffled I didn't get a chance to skewer him. Well, you have the chance now! Favorable matchup, you win. Favorable matchup, you have the speed for it. Bang Yon, 2 shots. Just saying, Ellerie. Whipjack, old friend. I have a business proposal that could benefit the both of us. Old friend? We've spoken like 2 words to each other, and it was you insulting me! Let bygones be bygones. Between each of the chief's battles, I see you have plenty of downtime. This is why I'm offering you additional employment under my new guild. What makes you think I'd want to work under you when all you've done is put me down? I'd be a better boss than Ellerie. Let's see your terms. Here is the handy contract. This system is weird. So, you don't pay, and you don't direct the work. It's the clients you send my way that pay me. That doesn't seem reliable. You can actually read? Why did you hand me a contract if you think I couldn't? Wait, hold on. I pay you for sorting the job, and you get a cut from the client's payment to me? Why should I talk to the client myself? Attracting clients is a valued skill. How easy is it for you to get clients? I still don't trust this. I'm not binding you to anything. You take whatever jobs I give you notice for at your leisure, while remaining on Ellerie's employ. Fine. I'll give it a try. I've signed it. Good. I'll have our first guild meeting in a week, when we actually have members. Wait, you were selling the idea guying moment? There's nothing to back this up. Have to start somewhere, and that start happens to be you. I feel like I've been scammed. But also I didn't pay anything. I'll let you know when the ball gets rolling. Almost hit a stumbling block, but we got him. Didn't notice the extra terms in the back. Only Whipjack could be a trained killer at such a cheap price. Once things get going, I can't wait to make gold off all the jobs I don't have time to take myself. Sneaky. Poor Cerulean. Once an exalted prodigy seen once in 1,000 years. Doomed to waste away. Trapped in this pitiful realm, and to be slain ignominiously by mere mortals. I am content to enjoy the thousands of years I have remaining of my life. For it is thousands more than a mortal, and that is good enough for me. But it was never good enough for you, and that is why you would rather seek an extravagant death than die quietly. In the end, you died quietly all the same. Poor Cerulean. Ah, fuck. Hi, Millicent. It's rare to see you outdoors. Finally out for some fresh air? This relationship is strictly professional. I see no need to include idle chatter. Why Elis's name, Helicent? I can't possibly be that taciturn. I see no need to engage in activities unrelated to my established duties. I'm seeing why your relationship with the nobles was strained. And it might not be because of your status as a commoner. I have no interest in your idle speculations. You're just going to stand there until I leave. Alright then. Jesus Christ, Helicent, what the fuck? Chief, I got to ask again. No. I had your tacit approval when I began my work. I was under the impression you were writing a reasonable account of our travels. Not to fill your pages with slanderous garbage. Whatever Oriana did to you, I won't stand for this frankly abhorrent depiction of her. I may have taken some liberties, but the majority sticks closely to the facts. A significant connecting tissue in your little novel is speculations about my sex life. Look, it's all part of the art. Besides, who else can you get to spread your name around? Cholan? That's right, she disappeared. Watch your words, Foxberry. You're already lucky all you got was a week of docked pay. You are silencing creative freedom! Stick to map making, cartographer. Writing is a little too dangerous for you. Who does she think she is? The soon-to-be ruler of the Crescent, I suppose, but still! Yeah, that does give a little bit of creative freedom in deciding on what flies around here, though. You might want to consider that, Foxberry. Talon, it's been a while. Seems that you're doing well. It just felt like forever since we could relax and talk. You were very busy doing your dueling thing, and then the tide. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to neglect you. I made no accusation of the sort. I too have had my hands full. It's just how things are. It's been a tough few months. With the sheer waters expanding and the tide gone, we'll have plenty of time soon. Now that your journey of self-improvement has finished, where does your next journey take you? Just home. All the stuff I've cultivated means nothing if I cannot find a meaningful way to use it. You hated being reminded of the family name, but you're going to back to fight for it? I can't reject who I am. My sister needs me in the days to come, and I must support her. I'm surprised that once you've tasted freedom, you'd be so willing to go back. I thought little of my home when I began this journey, but now, it beckons. What shall you do once you return to Irindi? Open up a new healing practice? I don't plan to return to Irindi. I'm setting off for the mainland. What, really? You never said anything about this to me. We haven't talked in a while, remember? But why the mainland? In this journey of 2 years, I witnessed the complete inadequacy of the sect, the rise and fall of warlords, and partook personally in the slaying of a false deity. How can I return to Irindi as a simple healer when my horizons have so expanded? We were together for so long. I thought we were going to return to Irindi together. I thought so too. Plans and people change. My ship departs tomorrow. I wanted to say my farewells. I'm not ready for that on such short notice. I hope you travel safely. May Edith watch over your every step, Talon. Stay well. She's gone. You couldn't say anything. Talon, you dirty coward. Hey, Talon, buddy, pal, buckarino. How about I introduce you to a little someone called Marlowe? I think you two would get along over your shared habit of fumbling. Oh, I need to cut here quickly to do something. 1 second. 5, I'm just here to inform you that all the land we stand on will be mine soon. Okay. What's your point? You said that our fratricide would never be rewarded, that Elis will punish us. Look at us now! I continue to grow my little empire, while you stay a miserable layabout. This is the justice you've been clinging to! I tire of your little games. What do you want from me, Thyme? You've proven your superiority. I despise you, brother. I despise your pretension of remorse. I despise the fact you played a victim, when you were no less the perpetrator. I will watch you waste away into nothing. Did tasting the Crescent's cuisine allow you to forget? Just for a second? What other excitement can you seek out to escape the prison that you made yourself? Oh? Why are you clenching your fists, brother? Do you intend to kill me, your birth sister? After having killed your adopted family? Don't think I won't do it, Thyme. What a joke coming from you. You've spent the past few years doing nothing but moping and whining. Elis wouldn't accept someone like you. I just saw her bothering you again. A shame she left before I gave her a piece of my mind. May or not. Mince, this time, I'm going to do it. I have to. Do what? I'm going to kill her. Hey. I know you're shaken. But let's not be too hasty here. I have to, Mince. It's the only way to end this cycle. I know you want her out of your life. But she's an expert mage killer, and is followed by her henchmen. The last thing I'd want to see is you throwing your life away. Better that than to live like this. You don't have to do this. There's more of the world than the Crescent and the mainland. The ghost will chase me anywhere I go. I have to do this, Mince. I'm just glad for someone to confide in before to have someone to confide in before I do. Basil, if you're truly determined to go down this road, then I'll support you when need be. This is my fight, Mince. I won't drag you into this. What would the chief think of you attacking her ally? She's my friend, but you are too. I'm sure she'd understand. I'm endlessly grateful to have met someone like you, Mince. You're right. I was too hasty. I'll have to sleep on my plans. Drink some warm soup and get an early night, Basil. Don't be afraid to summon me if you need it. Sorry, Mince. I have to go alone. Oh, he's fucked. He's dead. That is a mage killer. I fulfilled more than my end of the deal, Chief Ellerie. I believe it's only right to share the spoils. Of course. You are one of my most trusted allies. I want Yalunzar. What's left of it. Even if we did topple the guild, Yalunzar belongs to none but its inhabitants. You don't have to repeat those honeyed words in front of me. I asked for jurisdiction. Mayor Thyme, you asked for much. I asked for only what I believe I deserve. You may have experience running Sundown Bay, but the whole of Yalunzar too. A starving camel is bigger than a horse. Even when much of the city is destroyed, it will be quite the handful to govern. If I drop the mask a little, that means nothing to me because I care nothing for this city or its people. I care for the riches that lie within. That's not a convincing case for why I should agree to this. Alright. Let's pretend you do care about how these people end up. Your town is half the Crescent away. You will soon have your hands full trying to eat the Iron Realm. Do you really want another potential issue to deal with? Surely. You wouldn't trust a high priestess who could spread her lies. You make a valid point, Mayorthime. I shall let you take jurisdiction of Yalunzar, but only on the condition that we be given 2 months to clean up the situation first. Rather sporting of you. I can wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some plans to make. You'll be dead before the year's end anyways. I'd like to hope so, Ellerie. Because I don't trust Mayorthime with shit. Huh. Nothing here. I find Jorgensen's theorem of mana conversion to be fundamentally flawed. Ugh. What use is focusing on semantics when its applications are mostly sound? If it is to be an underlying law, I believe that its applications must be universal, rather than just mostly universal. Pedants like you suck joy out of magic. Fascinating, my good friends. You've touched upon some concepts that even I have little familiarity with. But I do see the overall picture. It was during that discussion which I've realized that it is not just a second theorem just put to question, but also... I thought I was an expert on pain. Yet I can't even describe the pain you've caused me by prattling on for so long. Upon further consideration, perhaps we are due to retire for the day. It will be a pleasure to continue this discussion at a different time. You claim to have no memories before your creation, yes? Yet your grasp upon theoretical magics is beyond even Archsages. It is quite curious how you possess such a body of knowledge. It is quite curious indeed. I am unsatisfied by the conjecture of inherited memories. It is my objective to discover a refined explanation, as I am free from responsibility. What use is there in pursuing reason for why it is when it is? Would you question why the sun rises in the sky? That is indeed a question which great thinkers have sought to uncover. It is positively wasteful for minds like yours to be put to work as the chief's henchman. Come join my research at the burgeoning library. I can pay more than she does. I find this to be agreeable. What is your input, my compatriot? I'd rather crush your skull between our hands. I have reason to believe that signified disagreement. I shall have a room prepared for you if you ever reconsider. Your alter ego is going to be a pain in the ass, I think. Alright, Hagendai, what do you got? And then she says, I thought you knew how to read, Hagendai. What baloney! Blamed for the faults of my incompetent underlings! It's a wonder the people of Irene haven't thrown her into a pit. I concur. I believe you were some commoner brute much like... I thought you were some commoner brute much like Ellerie. But you're above the minimum. I've heard enough out of you talk to understand that as a compliment. You're really going to keep working on that menace of a woman? If she treated me like she does you, I'd break her neck with my bare hands. Undoubtedly, I was full of boiling rage. My ancestors calling for retribution. I've since achieved an understanding that has allowed me to shed my anger. And how do you do that exactly? She is forced to employ me due to my skills. Yet she fears and detests me because I am something she can never be. A true noble. As one of purer blood and superior breeding, it is beneath me to respond to her envy. I think it is worth expressing these thoughts to her, as this might help Ellerie reflect on her actions. Do you really think so? A truly noble man aims to better everyone around him, even someone who slights him. Very well, I shall do so on the morrow, and you might be signing your death sentence by doing that, buddy. Now that's a good man. Don't forget to give me a call when you do that. I need to be there. I'm almost upset Ellerie's doing so well. We're under her for the foreseeable future. But our triumphant return draws closer. Whatever return it might be, it shall not be triumphant. There's no joy upon your face, Lord CEO. Are you not eager to avenge the princess? I am not. The object of my affection is dead. Another war means nothing to me. You've already sacrificed so much for this cause. How are you still hesitant? The cause died with the princess. I cannot give up my everything for a mere imitation. Then you intend to stay on the Crescent, to abandon the princess's cause. I fought only for one, no other. If you were any other man, I'd smite you where you stand for this spinelessness. Then do it. I will not, because you've already proven yourself to me. Nonetheless, it pains me to see a good man driven to total inaction because of mere melancholy. Mere melancholy? How can mere melancholy begin to describe anything? I cannot understand your aims, but I pray for your good fortune. Goodbye. We will likely never cross paths again. Is that for the best? Oh, hi, Dreadlich. What the fuck are you doing here? Why are you on this sinking boat? I suspect I will never have a satisfactory answer. Also, I hear that note limit. Why be jubilant at this mere illusion of victory, when it will all be swept away like dust on the wind? Zeo, my miserable friend, looking as sad as ever. I'm glad to see a grin in your face, though you seem to be always grinning. I have no desire to remain in the employ of the red-haired warmonger. I've decided. That tragic hero which you wrote, I'm gonna bring it to life. It is merely words on paper. How can one simply become a hero? With ease, Zeo. I may lack memories, but there's a whole world out there for me to make memories in. It's time for me to carve out my legend, corresponding to the hero you wrote. I'm glad to hear you found your calling. Yet, I still waste away. If you can't find your calling, then I'm finding it for you. You, my friend, are coming with me. Huh? I've been studying the adventures of Master Roswick for inspiration. And I found having a scribe that wrote down everything for him was essential. Me, a scribe. But I've written nothing but empty poems. You can write. Yes, but... Then what's the matter? Adventure awaits! No, it's not just that. You're asking me to leave behind... perhaps I don't have much to leave behind anymore, but still. Alright. Are you content with living under Ellerie's banner? Fighting for a cause you no longer believe in? Well, no, I suppose. Then what are you waiting for? I don't actually have a good reason. Except for the inherent ease of doing nothing. There you have it, pal. It's time for our legend to begin. Kalugo and Zeo. How's a ring to it? When shall we depart? Right now. Adventure awaits. But... Adventure awaits! Alright, you two get to have fun. They said I'd be lucky to live past my 30th year. I outlived them all. Azure, Grass Gecko, Charisse. I had so many students. So much promise. Now, they all lie in shallow graves. But I live. And will live for decades more. I am truly blessed with longevity. Will I one day outlive my children too? Even my granddaughter? Well, Tulan's dead, so probably. Probably, yeah. should I have come to the Crescent instead of Golden Glory at all? All that Golden Glory brought me no security, for me or my family. Ah, you're a sentimental old fool, to be thinking these useless thoughts. We've witnessed the death of a god and helped save the Crescent. But neither of us are any close to our original goal. I am. You are? Yes. My understanding of how to be the best has improved. If a god does not know, no one knows how to be the best. And that helps because... if no one knows, then no one is closer to being the best. Ha! I'm glad I didn't drag you with me on this journey for nothing then. Where will you go from here, Yosef? I must do lots of thinking. I will understand what it means to be the best with thinking. That sounds great. I'm planning to leave the Crescent. If even the skull was not the answer to my destiny, then the answer must lie on other continents. Even if that means leaving my home behind. You are going far away. I don't know how far, but yeah. Pretty far away, I assume. I hope you will not be so far away eventually. I do too, big fella. I promised I'd bury all of Irende's foes. In the past 2 days, I've buried so many more than just Irende's foes. And here I assumed you were too stoic to flinch at any form of death. I assumed the same before yesterday. Chief, I did not forget how we once protected this place and its people. Even though the leaders were our foes. Was there really no better way than having to use those things? Yes. I needed to hear that. I never thought I'd wish to assist Yalunzar from the bottom of my heart. Oh my god, even Guard is having sympathy. Yeah, the world's going upside down and hell is frozen over. Buddy, pal, you better strap in for a fucking ride. The fuck is... oh no, it's just that. Okay, great. We're good to go. As long as I've lived, I've known Yalunzar to be the Crescent's shining beacon. It is difficult to reconcile that memory with reality, that the city is no more. I've seen many settlements come and go in this harsh land, but nothing close to one of Yalunzar's size. Growing up in Irende, my sentiments of the guild were undoubtedly tainted, but I would have never wished such destruction upon the city. There is no use in bemoaning this state of being. Something must be done. There is more we could do than simply clearing out Lindros's remaining monsters. We can assist in relocating survivors to a place for a new home, such as the Bay. That is not what I mean. The weeds must be burnt at the roots. Tower, you can't possibly be suggesting... And why can I not? Is it not our duty as adventurers to protect the people of the Crescent? Even if it's from overambitious chieftains. Cholan's words hold a measure of truth. We cannot treat the human conflicts of the Crescent as beneath our notice. Tower, this is an extreme reaction. You pass judgment on the set for the misdeeds. Here, we see death and devastation easily 10 times the size. But we do not refer to mere renegades overtaken by zeal and cowardice. This is Ellerie, chieftain of Irende, our ally. Are your principles so frail that they will so easily collapse against a personal connection? I consider her a valued companion, despite our rocky relationship. She's aided us often. That should not outweigh the need to do what is right. Tower, are you sure you're not being blinded by your own bias? That Ellerie seems to enjoy her alliance with those Lightwalkers. that she has no love for the sect, given her experiences. That is irrelevant to the core issue. That Ellerie cannot be trusted with sovereignty over the Crescent. You yourself told me about how Ellerie called upon the invaders. We don't know for sure if that wasn't just deception meant to divide us. Why would the lady of the house need to fool some common adventurers? It fits far too well with her methods, which we've seen time and time again. Exploiting a common enemy to consolidate her own power. You should be well aware what lengths she is willing to go to for her ambitions. You see the consequence of that before your very eyes. Even so, this is the first time the Crescent has had any hope of unity in decades. You suggest we ruin that shot at peace. The peace brought about by the blood of Yalunzar citizens. What use is unity when it is in the grasp of a despot? Ellerie has made no secret of her bitterness towards the mainland. There is no doubt in my mind that she desires further conflict. And when she does, it'll be the blood of the Crescent fueling it. I am not ignorant of the fact that this will have harsh consequences. But inaction is far more damning. It might be peace through blood, but it would still be peace. Even if the Crescent was broken and unified again, how can we know the next will be more hopeful? Are you truly so cynical that you believe the Crescent will never have a liberator who is less twisted than Ellerie? I'd rather have a self-satisfied dictator without the propensity to gather the whole Crescent in their endless hunger. You've danced around this, but I'm sure you have not forgotten Krinya. If we were to open conflict against Ellerie, where would that put her? You know how much she looks up to Ellerie, and her stake in all this. I do not wish to be driven to this, but this goes far beyond the happiness of one person. Even if it is my granddaughter. Krinya can recover. The future of the Crescent cannot. Oh, holy shit! It's an actual fucking choice! Okay, this is actually a tough one. Alright, let me just get an MS Paint window up, I think. Just to zoom out. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, because I think we need to evaluate this. I'll show up the consequences of the other choice anyway. But, okay, let's just, get this up. Here we go. Just to move that. Can we make this bigger? I think we can. Alright. There we go. Very professional, yes. Alright. So, on the left we'll have Tower's plan of, kill Ellerie. I'm not gonna get my tablet out for this. No. On the left we have Tower's plan for kill Ellerie. On the right, we have Oriana's plan for, let's not fucking do that because that's kind of stupid. Now, let's say that Tower's scheme actually pulls, Tower actually gets to do everything, and, Ellerie fucking dies. Just, give me a second. I need to do this for artistic expression. Okay, how did the Family Guy pose go again? Whatever. You're getting this. Okay, let's say that Ellerie dies, right? Let's say she fucking dies. What happens then? First of all, we're dealing with, like, what? A bajillion fucking factions? We have the Iron Realm, we have the Light Walkers, we have, the Frostfires. And Unari already fucking hates Ellerie. So Unari's going to make a move the moment Ellerie fucking dies. Rat Ring? Yeah, they're gonna move to consolidate their power.
Time already has her eyes on Yalunzar, so they're going to start. So they're going to go out. They're going to make a move as well. Lightwalkers. They would probably respond if because no one else really likes them. They're only chill right now because Ellerie has made them chill and pacified them more or less. The moment that one measure goes off, the moment that one measure is out of the equation, they are going to defend themselves, and it's not going to look pretty. And then we go to like Irinde as well, because the moment Ellerie dies, we're gonna have a civil war in Irinde. Dune clearly wants Ellerie out of the picture, and frankly, she might actually have her eyes on the position of chieftain as well. And you know what else? And you know what this is causing an issue with? That's right, it's fucking Krinya. And Krinya is probably one of the biggest fucking issues possible. Because remember, this bitch is a fucking dragon. And because of Chillin's blood, there is a non-zero chance that if she's really pushed to it, she's going to be a Valen 2.0. And unfortunately, this Krinya is very fucking strong and jacked. Which means if Krinya loses her shit and goes sicko mode, on top of... Because, like, really, it's gonna happen. If Ellerie dies, unification is dead. If Ellerie dies, multiple wars will break out. A civil war in Irinde, and a war for power within the entirety of the Crescent as a whole. And in turn, this is going to piss off Krinya. And Krinya, being Ellerie's protege, is very likely to get into a position similar to Chieftain. And if that happens, she's going to be pushed to the brink. And if that happens, that's Valen 2.0, and everyone fucking dies. Yes, the Crescent is safe from a despot, but where does that leave the Crescent? Because I feel like to have a Crescent, you need a Crescent. And if Krinya goes sicko mode, there's not going to be a Crescent for much longer. It's going to be all ash and dust. It's going to die. At least under Ellerie, for all her warmongering and wanting to invade the mainland, at least she actually seems to give a shit about governance, unlike half the fucking factions here. At least with Ellerie around, you'll have some modicum of care for the people, even if it is under a despot. I mean, really, it's not really the greatest outcome possible, if we're being honest, given she's still vengeance-pilled, but like, what's the alternative here, Tower? Ellerie dies, everything explodes. And you're not going to be able to put all those fires out just by attending to human conflicts. That is far beyond anything even you can do. So yeah, shit's fucked if this happens. Let's go. Now, what happens if Ellerie survives? Ellerie, at least based on our conversation with time, will take minimum 2 months to ensure governance is upheld. There will be a modicum of structure among the factions, and they will not be trying to kill each other. Which, frankly, is an upgrade over this. Obviously, and frankly, it's probably likely that she's going to be staying in the Crescent for longer, and thus governing it for longer, just because of the fact that she's going to have to consolidate her power to actually take on the mainland. And that's going to take a lot of time and resources, which in turn will be tied to the development of Irinde's infrastructure, society, etc. So really, in the short term, Ellerie isn't going to be able to actually commit war on the mainland, which means in the short term, the Crescent is going to, generally speaking, benefit from her rule and presence. At least more or less. There's no other force that's going to be able to actually kill her right now, aside from Tower's purported assassination, really. And at least there's unity, so they're not going to be each other's throats. It's going to be joint development. And that is worth something, if nothing. And that is worth something. That said, of course, it's going to be under Ellerie. So, you know, we're going to have a lot more killings, but frankly, in either scenario, people are going to fucking die. And in my opinion, I don't know about you, but at least relative to the Crescent, this Tower's proposal is going to have a significantly higher body count. And I mean significantly higher. because every faction is now endangered. And here, the factions are kept under control, more or less. There's less foes that Ellerie needs to kill, versus less foes that every faction in this scenario, in this hypothetical war, that every faction needs to kill to assert control over the Crescent. And also, Krinia will not have a chance of going sicko mode, which also leads to more potential fatalities on Tower scenario. Which really makes Tower's idea incredibly fucking stupid, even if he is aware of the potential consequences. If it's done to benefit the Crescent, i.e. for the Crescent, that's not what's going to happen here. It's going to create a worse overall climate. It's going to take years, if not decades, for any real negative consequences of this scale to manifest under Ellerie's rule. Which, frankly, is a miracle given the Crescent's track record. Like, I don't know in any scenario in which this is favorable over this. I just don't see it. I really fucking don't. You know? It's just a fucking stupid idea, Tower. So, in light of that, I don't think we need to hear more of this, because anyone with... Oh, right. Because if you, like, look at it from an objective standpoint, it falls apart. The only real argument that Tower's case could possibly make is for a moral and for the standpoint of justice and morality, which on one hand is quite respectable. But it's kind of hard to enact justice if there's no one left to enact justice for. How can you not recognize the significance of this threat? As adventurers, we merely do what we can to help people in need. It is not our duty to nudge the course of the Crescent the way we wish. That is what you claim the reason is. But I suspect you only wish to avoid the hard decision when it is necessary. Yes, I have no desire to turn on a friend. No desire to get in my daughter's way. I thought you were better than this, Oriana. Where is that same desire for justice when you cut down those sect members? I am just a normal, pathetic person, even if I claim to be some kind of hero. My idea of justice is flawed and influenced by my own relationship. But whose isn't? It goes against every instinct in my body to let this matter rest. You've done so much for the Crescent and its people. You deserve to be resting on your laurels. You can't forcibly shape the world the way you want. Are you saying I'm too old for this? I've rejected that idea for years. Please, drop the matter. It does us no good. We can aid the Crescent in so many ways. Ways that don't involve hurting everyone around us. That won't destroy our lives. Very well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it here because holy fucking shit. I didn't expect like over an hour. It's not quite the level of TMGC Chapter 26 or the other, or Irinde 3, I think. But fuck, it's long. Alright, well, that's Epilogue. That's gonna be fucking weird to put in my thumbnail title. Well, don't forget to like and sub, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.